Hey guys, ILene Vick here for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. It is Wednesday, April 17th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I am live. It is week 16 of 2024, and in my neck of the woods, it is currently 68 degrees with a high of 72 and a low of 63. Alrighty. Welcome to my broadcast. I'm here for the next 3 hours for coloring, companionship, chat, friendship, giggles and laughs, and more importantly, if I get my arm out of the way, the what, the how, and the why of adult coloring. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who come in and chat with me. That is always fun. Although I know a majority of you guys like to watch this after the fact. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who do watch this broadcast after the fact. And welcome to my Facebook peeps who will see this broadcast when I download it to my group, Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. And I highly suggest you join my Facebook group because that's where you get your freebies, which is my duet coloring, which is this little puppy. All right, let me get my other monitor set up real quick. Hopefully everybody's having a good day. Welcome, Maggie. Happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to one and all. Maggie likes to sing her way into the group. Mamie. Hi, Mamie. Hello, LSP. Oh my gosh, good to see you again. Welcome back. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. So I always work on two pieces. The first one is what I call a duet piece, which is it's always from one of my books. This one is from Birthmark Beauty's Jubilee. Everybody has a birthmark. And I had a peep, one of my peeps asked me to do it in gel pen, so I've been working on gel pen and colored pencil. And last night I was working in colored pencil on how to do the hair, because obviously I can't do that in gel pen. Okay, then my second piece is from Adult Coloring Book by Tatiana Stilova. We had some fun with washi tape. I'm just about done with this. This one's been quite the cutie as well. All right, hold on. Got a monitor issue here. Hold on. So again, this is the from Adult Coloring Book. We've been, like I said, having fun with the washi tape. And I think that this is coming out beautifully. Hello, Darlene. Now, depending on when I finish my last piece, which is this, I'm going to pop into my Disney book because I haven't done a Disney for a while. This is the Thomas Kincaid Studios book, Disney Princess Coloring. And I'm going to work on this image here. And I specifically want to show you how to handle this water because I'm going to do that with either chalks or eyeshadow. Hello, kitty. Guys, give me 1 second here. I just have to adjust something. Okay. So if you have this book, you can color along with me. Now, be aware that there are 2 Disney books. One is the Disney Princess coloring book, and then the other one is Disney Dreams Collection. Now, I've done some images out of both books. Let me find one for you to take a look at. Some of you will remember that I did this one. Oh, Linda, you got the book. Good, 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 good. Hello, Thomas. Yay. There's Thomas. So this is the one that I did on the right. This is the original on the left. Let's see if I can, there's another one that I did. Oh, Thomas, you have that book, but it's the other one. Okay. So I had so much fun doing this. This one I didn't finish. I don't know why. And this one I just had a few more things to do in the forest for Snow White. I think that's everything that I've done in this book. Oh no, I did this one too. Hi, Day Trade. Yay. All right. Oh, Linda, you said first to do thumbs up tonight. Okay. Now, I don't want anybody to be intimidated by this book. Either one of them. I think that's all the ones that I did here. This one was so much fun. Okay. Thomas, which book do you have? Do you have the Snow White book? Or do you have the Beauty and the Beast? Okay, so this is the one out of Beauty and the Beast. I did this one. And I did the dwarves here. Hello, Emily. Linda, you're still working? Oh, yeah, I remember that Cinderella one that you've been working on. Okay. Okay, so there's that one. That may be the only one that I've done. Thomas, which book do you have? Beauty and the Beast? Or Snow White? So anyway, that's what I'm going to be working on when I'm ready to switch projects. Yeah, you've got the larger book, Linda. Okay, now, I'm not going to get into a long discussion about this right now, but I want you to realize that your coloring will never, ever, ever look like this. This is a watercolor. And you can't get the same results with pencil that you have with the watercolor. This is paints. It's painted. And I hear so many people tell me that they're disappointed that their piece... Okay, you've got the Snow White book. Okay. I hear so many people, they say they're disappointed because they don't get the same results. You never, ever will. So don't be disappointed. I'm going to check the Snow White book and see if this one is in there. I don't think it is. This one is so cool. Oh, gonna sneeze. sound healthy. 3 sneezes. Yeah, this picture's not in there. Okay. So that's on the agenda for tonight. And again, the reason I'm doing this one is I want to show you some technique, which is really kind of silly to say because that's what I do all the time for you anyway. All right. So, who has this book? Maggie said that she does. Who else has this one? And if anybody wants to get a hold of either one of these books, just message me in Facebook and I'll give you the affiliate link. I always appreciate when you use the affiliate link. All right, let me get going here. Let me get my paper towel. So we have what? Black, medium gray, light gray. And blue. And Darlene said that when she walked away, I had just started the hair, and when she came back, she saw how far I got along with it. Okay. And unfortunately, I'm going to need to use a tissue. Sorry. All right. Now, don't forget your paper towel. You want that to put your hand on. Reduces smudging. And this image is available in my group for you. It's the duet piece. So for anybody that's new to this broadcast, join my group, get the duet piece, and then you can color with me. All right, let's start getting this shading in. Like I said, I'm starting with my darkest color. Now, when you do grayscale, you don't have to start with your darkest color. You might want to start with your lightest color. And I've actually done that. It just depends on the piece. And it depends on what you like to do. Now, when you do grayscale, you're matching your dark, medium, and light with your pencils. And you're putting your darkest color of your pencil on your dark areas, your mediums on your mediums, and your light on your light. Now that's just an overall commentary. Obviously there are some nuances to this. Grayscale is not plug and chug. Thomas, are you posting your colorings in my group? Now, when you're coloring, especially with your black, you want to treat your pencil and your surface as though you're coloring on a balloon. And what that means is quit pounding your pencils into the paper, especially when you're using your darker colors. So guys, knock it off. Now, one of the things when you're coloring this grayscale is you don't have to do what I'm doing right now, which is filling in all the dark areas. At once. You can work from the top down. In other words, go a little distance with your one shade and then come back with your other pencils. Okay. I happen to be doing is I'm just putting in all my darker color. Oh, you don't have Facebook. I'm sorry, Thomas. You probably told me that and I forgot. Okay. Now I'm going to come in with my medium color. Now, for doing grayscale, I could have easily come in with my light color and then use my medium color for my blender pencil over everything. But in this case, I didn't want to do that. I'm going to be blending with my lightest color. LSP, how are you doing this evening? All right, check it out. Oh, LSP, you're on your break at work. Okay, cool. Well, LSP, I'm so glad that you're joining us. That's fun. All right. Now, again, don't pile drive your pencils. Well, LSP, if you have the kind of job that you can listen to this broadcast while you're working, put your earbuds in and listen. All right. Now let's get some of these strands here with our medium. Oh, how pretty is that? And if anybody has any questions while I'm doing this, speak up. That's why I'm live. Now, one of the main things I want you guys to realize, grayscale is not fill in the blank. It's a different set of skills. And like anything else, you just need to keep working at it, perfecting your skills. And actually, that is a misnomer because you will never, ever be perfect. All you can do is just get better as you go along. All right, LSP is going to listen to the broadcast while they're working. And that means, guys, when LSP goes back to work, we can trash talk. So LSP, can we trash talk you since you won't be able to respond back? Okay. Now I'm going to come back with my lightest pencil. And this is where we're going to start blending in everything. All right. And now I'm going to take my lightest pencil and we're going to take one for the team, LSP. I did in the beginning. That's right. Mamie couldn't comment. So we got to trash talk her until she figured out what she needed to do in order to comment. She said she was drinking her coffee one day, and I said, okay guys, we can trash talk Mamie because she can't answer back. And Mamie said she spit out her coffee when she heard that because it was so funny. Okay, now check out how I'm coloring over the top and blending all of this in. Isn't that beautiful? Now, again, guys, if you need me to ever come in closer or go further out, let me know. Or if you have questions. This is my lightest gray. How often do I empty out my pencil sharpener? I empty it out when it gets full. And I've noticed that when I have a vertical pencil sharpener, and I've noticed that when it gets full, it doesn't sharpen as well. Now, notice how I'm back blending over my previous colors. What does that mean? That I'm taking my lightest color and I'm blending so that everything comes together smoothly. And notice how I'm following the hair. All right, let me pull out. We're getting there. Alleluia, amen, amen. Linda, I forgot to do my intro for you. So Linda's here. Linda, welcome to the Three Amigos. Uno, dos, tres. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Wally. I'm sorry, I was a little distracted. Thomas, I guess the best way to answer your question about when do I empty it out, I empty it out when it's about half full. Okay. What's wrong with this side of the coloring, guys? Alleluia, amen, amen. And the answer is that it's streaky. Needs to be blended, that's right. Well, hello, say Chris. Welcome. Glad you could make it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on blending this. See how streaky that looks, for example, right here? Okay, now I'm going to come in with my medium. Now, this is where we are going to change back and forth between our pencils because we want to blend this in. And because of the beauty of colored pencils, you really don't lose that shading underneath. Now, obviously, if you keep putting pencil down, eventually your colors underneath are going to start disappearing. So what you do is you blend them just to the point that everything comes in smoothly. See how smooth this is getting? This is my medium pencil. Check it out. Look at the difference. And look how beautiful now that's coming out. So guys, can you leave your phones plugged into your power source while you're watching the broadcast so that you don't lose your battery? Okay, let's take a peek at both sides now. What do you think? What's my next step? I'm just adding a little bit of extra color to this side on the strands. Okay, now the dark blue is one of the steps, but what do we need to do yet on the curls? You're on the right track. You're just a little bit ahead of yourself. Yeah, Kitty, you leave it plugged in. I always do. Okay, what we're going to do is I'm going to use my black and I'm going to start to highlight these curls. So you see this curl right here. I'm going to put my black around it so that it looks more dimensional. Check it out. And then we've got a curl going this way and a curl going this way. So right in that junction, I'm going to darken it with my black. Everybody see that? See how I'm getting in between these two curls? Any question about that? I want you to notice as I'm working on the outside of these curls, they're starting to pop up more. Oh, Darlene, good night. You're going to color your Easter egg cutie that you've been working on and watched me on YouTube video. Okay. All right, see how I'm getting the inside of this curl? And check out the layers now that are starting to show up. Any questions on that? Good night, darling, good night. So glad you were here with us. Have a great evening. Enjoy your coloring. Okay, let me pull out. Look how cool that looks, guys. Any question on how to get that dimensional look? It's looking pretty cool. All right, let me get up here at the top. I did this area last night, but I want to enhance it a little more. All right. Let me do this curl here. I asked this earlier and I don't know who answered. Who's coloring this with me tonight? And if not, what are you coloring? Looking good. All right, last color. Now we do the blue. Get yourself a very dark blue. Oh, let's see what we got here. Let me get a scrap sheet out. Hi, Dana. Welcome. Welcome back. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and touch this up with the blue. And the blue goes on what? Just the black. And what that does, oh, okay, Dana. Yeah, Dana, I did the other side of this little girl last night. And then did this, obviously this side tonight. So this was last night. Don't forget to turn your pencil. Somebody tell me why we add blue to the black hair. Dana, I forgot. Did you download this picture, or did we get a copy to you? Oh, how beautiful is that? The blue enhances the picture, right? Black hair is not just black. It's got shades of blue in it. And it adds dimension to what you're coloring. Dana, didn't Maggie send you a copy of this? On Messenger. In fact, I think I did too. Okay. Dana, would you please coordinate with Maggie? And she'll get a copy of this picture to you in Messenger. Okay. Thank you, Maggie. I'm just touching up the ear a little bit. All right. We are making progress. And yes, Thomas, thank you so much for being my reminder person. Guys, please hit that like button. That is so important to me. All right, I'm in the mood to do the eyes. But before I do that, you guys have sent me a couple of things. Let me take a peek at it. Let's see what you guys sent me. Okay, this picture is the Disney picture that Linda is doing. She's got the larger page. This is a Thomas Kincaid. Cinderella Dancing in the Starlight. And that is a huge picture. There you go. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, everything is blue on that. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, I have that same question, Thomas. You said that you're listening to me on radio. How are you doing that? Isn't that gorgeous, guys? And I love the light purple around the dancers, around Cinderella and Prince Charming. Isn't that gorgeous? Linda, you should be posting your progress pictures in the group. All right. Now, Maggie sent me a picture of her dog, of a dog. She says her baby. Oh, hold on. There we go. Isn't that cute? We love our puppers, don't we? All right. Thomas, with you not being on Facebook, that's going to make it a little hard. Maggie, I bet you she was a sweetie. Thank you for sharing. Oh, Thomas, your radio has Bluetooth, so you're able to hook your phone up to it and use Bluetooth. Well, how cool is that? Okay, I'm not going to go with green eyes because we've got a lot of green on the outside. I've got blue here on this one flower, so I'm going to do blue on the eyes. So there's my medium blue. There's my dark. I'll show this all to you in a second, guys. Don't panic. Okay. Let me swatch these blues for you. This is my dark blue. Now, this is actually, it's a Prismacolor, and it happens to be a violet blue. So that's going to add a little bit of violet to this. Here's my medium blue. And there's my light blue. Okay, Thomas, thank you. So let me sharpen. And let's go ahead and start. This is her right eye to our left. I think this is going to look absolutely gorgeous. So my darker color is at the top. Oh, Thomas, you popped into Belle because she's live? Cool. Here's our medium blue. Here's our light blue. I'm going to blend the medium blue here into the light just a little bit. I'm going to streak it. Thomas, you've got email, don't you? Isn't that beautiful? Okay, now I'm going to take a black pencil and I'm going to darken the top of my blue just a little bit with some black. And you can bring that black down the side a little bit. And then I'm going to come in with my black pen. Okay, Thomas, what you need to do is email me your picture. My email is teachingadultcoloringwith ILeneVick@charter.net. Isn't that eye beautiful? Okay, let's go ahead and do the other one. I've got my dark blue at the top. And then we have our medium blue. And then we've got our light blue. And then I'm going to come back with my medium blue and I'm going to run a little bit of a streak into that light blue. And then I'm going to pop in a little black on my darkest blue. That gives us a little bit of that dimension. And then my black pen. Maggie, would you do me a favor and type out my email for Thomas? Thomas, Maggie's going to type it out for you. Thomas, why do you... No, that's not it, Maggie. Here, let me type it in. Oh, no problems, Maggie. There's my proper address. Dana, it's just a simple black pen. Check it out, guys. It's a Pilot pen, Dana. Dana, the black, two things. The pen allows me to be very accurate where I place the color. And the black of the pen is very opaque. And no, it doesn't shine. It just comes in very opaque. Isn't that beautiful? I use it when I want very solid lines. I'm going to put a little skin color over my eyelashes here. Oh, Mamie, I don't mind the teaching adult coloring with ILene Vick at charter.net. That is the way people can reach me. But Mamie, I do appreciate your concern. I have it, Mamie, I've got that email address all over my coloring books too. Okay, what color do we color the inside of the eyes, guys? Thank you so much, Mamie, for thinking of me, though. All right, ivory. And that's because we don't want that white to be glaring. So we're just going to tone that down just a little bit. That's right, Faber-Castell 103. Look at the difference between the two eyes. And look how beautiful our eyes look now. If you get gel pen where you don't want it, how do you remove or correct it? Gel pen is pretty permanent. So my recommendation would be to color over it with standard colored pencil. Now I'm going back with my pen, and I'm just coloring over the lines that I accidentally got over the top with my Faber-Castell. Yeah, Mamie, that ink is pretty permanent. Okay, I'm just reestablishing my black lines where I got some of my pencil on it. Now, I want you to notice something about this image. What do you notice about the face, guys? Now that I've put in the black hair. Come on, guys, don't be shy. Now, I still have to do the dress. I need to do the area around the outside. Thomas, I don't release my phone number. Washed out. Maggie, that's exactly right. Since I put the black hair in and have most of the flowers done, the face is washed out. And that's why when you're coloring, you should always expect to go back to an area to rebalance your whole picture. So what I'm eventually going to be doing is I'm going to be working on the blouse, of course, and our flowers, and then we'll go ahead and detail and go back and finesse the face. Oh, Dana, use your Faber-Castells. That's why you joined this group. All right, any questions about this piece so far? Dana, you'll be just fine. You really will. Dana, if you follow my lead and you're willing to try, you'll get there. Okay, switching projects. Well, Dana, the only way that you're going to get over that with a confidence problem is to start coloring. Coloring is what? It's a skill, not a talent. And as you sharpen that skill, you'll be just fine. Well, Dana, the way I teach, I walk you through every aspect of it. Okay. I've got a couple more things to do on this. Oh, Dana, you're welcome. All right. A couple more things to do on our pillow here. I'm going to come back with my marker and I'm going to add my shading on the edges here. Now, I want you to notice that the second that I put that marker down, I blend it with my finger. You have to do it immediately. Like instantaneously. Because the marker is going to absorb into the paper. And I want you to notice how I'm outlining the edges. Okay, Kitty, you're back. Check it out. Isn't that beautiful? We just have enough shading in here. Thomas, I know someone that can help you with email. Dana, yes, this project is done with watercolor markers, colored pencils, and Sharpies. And then I'm going to come in with my blue marker. And I'm going to do the same type of thing. So we're going to put that edge on there. and immediately, I mean, like I said, instantaneously, blend it with your finger. Dana, this is cardstock. I copy all my images onto cardstock to do the coloring. Thomas, ask Belle to help you with email. She'll be more than happy to do that for you. Okay. Check out how cool that blue looks. Dana, contact me on Messenger and I will send you the link to the paper that I use. Every single piece that I do, I copy onto cardstock. Now this one I'm just outlining. Don't need to blend with my finger. And the reason that I like the water-based markers for this is because they're not as intense as the alcohol-based are. So yeah, you're gonna get a little blue on your finger, no biggie deal. Okay, now we need to do our buttons. I'm going to do those a gold color. So I'm going to go ahead and use my gold pencil. Now, one of the things that you'll notice as you guys are following me is I'm very big into detail. All right, let me pull out. I'm just touching up a little bit of the blue here. Is everybody clear on how to blend water-based marker? Okay, let's get our little lamb done. Again, guys, if you have any questions, please ask. Okay. See, guys, that's the big thing about me being live. Now, again, I understand that for time reasons, if you're in a different time zone or family obligation or whatever, you can't watch me live. But for those of you that can, you've got a huge advantage because you can ask me questions. So I'm going to use a little bit of peach here. And I'm going to go ahead and do the footies as well. Secret Garden. Yes, I have that, kitty. But one of the things that I'm particularly good at is explaining what I'm doing. The what, the how, and the why. So if you can't watch me live, my explanation should help you. All right, so here's my peachy color. Hey, Julie. And then I'm going to come in with my darker flesh color. And check out how that immediately makes that face look better. See how that makes a difference? Adds that dimension to it right away. And then I'm going to go ahead and just put a little bit of a U underneath the eye. We want to go ahead and add detail to that. So we've taken something that's very plain and made it look really cool. And made it look really cool. Isn't that neat? And then of course we need to blend our edges so that they merge in. So I'm going to take my light pencil and I'm going to blend that edge between my darker shade and my lighter shade, and that gives us a very soft look. What a difference on that face. And then I'm going to go to the little footies. We'll add our darker color on the outside. Look at the difference it makes right away. Ah! Again, notice how that little bit of color and shading makes all the difference in the world. And let's go ahead and do our feet now. Stick to your edges, guys. Hi, Sarah. And I'm just going to take my darker purple and make sure that little V in there is nice and sharp. Okay. Hold on, new eraser tip. All right, I've got a bunch of these. Okay. Let's clean up our little lamb here. Guys, what color do you want me to make the lamb? Emily says pink. While I'm thinking of it, I'm going to highlight the face. I've got my black pen. I'm always proud of myself when I don't wipe out that little white dot. Now let's go ahead and get our eyebrows in. And we'll go ahead and ink up our mouth. Okay, let me pull out. We're looking pretty good. Let me look up the color teal. Show me the color teal in a picture. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, the teal would work. It's also the color of the horse that we've done. Okay, so let me get the teal. Let me zoom in. Now, before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and pop in a little pink here. And then I'll go ahead and put in my teal. Now, again, I want you to notice that after I put the color in, I'm not blending, I'm just pressing to get rid of the little water dots, because sometimes when you use water-based marker, when you pick it up, at the spot that you pick it up, it leaves a little puddle. Very minute, but you still want to get that out of there. Thomas, do you still want me to put the stars around the blanket? What? All right, check how I'm working around my pencil here. Again, I'm just pressing my finger where I put the marker. I'm not smudging. Isn't that as cute as a button? Day Trade, are you still hanging out? Thomas, do you still want me to put the stars in? Okay, now, these areas where we have the little lines for the fur, the wool, I'm going to go back over with my same marker. Check it out. And I'm going to add a little bit of extra color on my own. That's the finessing part. And we've got that little bit of extra on this. Any questions? Oh, how cute is that? Dana, you absolutely can do this all with colored pencil. Yes, ma'am. Anything that I'm doing with water-based marker, you can do with colored pencil. Anything you can do, I can do better. Oh, I shouldn't sing that song. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you how to correct a boo-boo. After I got the blue on my finger, I touched the side of my paper. Colored pencil, Dana. So I've got a little bit of blue on my border. We can correct that in one of two ways. You can take a white pencil and go over the top. And that will lighten it out. Or you can go ahead and embrace the mistake I'm going to embrace the mistake. So you can take your eyeshadow or your chalks, in this case I'm going to go ahead and take my chalk. And I'm going to take my paper towel Cover my finger with it. Rub over my chalk. And add that light blue around it. Check it out. Now notice that I'm doing this somewhat sporadically. So we've got the white showing through the background. Isn't that pretty? And then I'm going to take one shade darker, which is this, and I'm going to add that in little swirls on top of my lighter blue. Now, word of caution. You need to do this as an either or. You either add your white pencil or you add your shading around the outside. If you add white pencil and then try to color over it, for example, with eyeshadow, it's going to blotch on you. Now, this resolution worked out beautifully because now it looks like what? It looks like our dragon is floating on clouds. Isn't that beautiful? Mamie, aren't you glad that you got your chalks and your eyeshadow? Now, I want you to notice that I'm also coming back and I'm adding another layer of that same darker blue, but I'm doing it in spots. See how I'm doing that? So I've got two shades of my darker blue, one shade of my lighter blue. I'm very happy with that. Now, Dana, if you do not have chalk, Just do what I'm doing with colored pencil. What's my next step, guys? Yeah, I figured that you don't have the chalks. That's fine, Dana. You can do the exact same thing with colored pencil. Okay. Dana, after I'm done with this, I'm going to spray it with my fixative. Gummy eraser. Along the edge of my coloring, where I put my eyeshadow, just to get the eyeshadow off of where I colored. Sir Gummy. You have ink pads and brushes that you can use. Okay, Dana, cool. Now, I'm not rubbing with the gummy. I'm just blotting it. And I'm blotting it right on this edge. I love it, Sir Gummy. Dana, I didn't use eyeshadow on it this time, but you can use eyeshadow the same way that you use chalks. Eyeshadow is a great enhancement or alternative to chalk. But I didn't use eyeshadow on this time. Okay. Now, Thomas wanted me to add stars to this black background. All right, the gummy eraser, it's a somewhat sticky eraser. I'll send you the link. And what it does is when you pat your piece with it, it pulls up whatever color you don't want. And I'm using it to pull up the eyeshadow, because I don't want eyeshadow on my black. Oh, how cool. Guys, look at the stars that Maggie added for Thomas. Maggie, how did you make your stars? Isn't that cute? Dana, I did not use, no. I did not use eyeshadow on this piece. I used the Faber-Castell chalks instead. Thomas, check out the stars. Gel pen, there you go. All right, let me grab mine. Okay, so I've got gold gel pen. And I also have a copper. Not going to use the copper, going to use the gold. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a star shape on the black. So you just go up, over, like you're making a 4, okay? Back up, and then down again. Everybody got that? Up, over, over, up, down. So up, left, right, left, down. So let's go ahead and get some of these stars in for Thomas. Dana, yes, go ahead and tell Thomas how to send an email. That would be super. Oh, Dana, you go to the right first. Dana, are you left-handed? Let's see how I would do that. So up. Oh, okay, to the right, to the left. Gotcha. Hey, whatever works for you. Dana, are you a lefty? Okay, I'll quit. Oh, you're right-handed. Okay. All right, Dana, go ahead and help. Go ahead and help Thomas. All right, let's start with our stars. Now, after you make your star, you're going to have to color over it a little bit. Okay, and my gold gel pen decided to quit. Well, la-di-da. Okay, plan B. For those of you that don't have a metallic pen, we're going to do something a little differently. I'm going to get my white paint. And we'll splotch that in my tray. And then I'm going to get my toothpick. And I'm going to go ahead and make a star with it. Hold on, gotta find an eraser. Okay, so you've seen one alternative, which is your gel pen gold. Yeah, there are flower images, Dana. That's because I took this original piece had this floral stuff on the pillow, and I really wasn't thrilled with it, so I went over it with black Sharpie marker, and it shows through a little bit. Okay, white paint. And a toothpick. Works beautifully. Now, I'm going to go over the gold that I already did. But if you have a gold gel pen, use it. How cool is that? Thomas, you're right-handed? Now, be sure to turn your page when you do your star. That way the direction of your star will change. And they won't be absolutely identical. Miss Kitty, good night. And you also want to vary the size. Check it out. Good night, Thomas. Thomas, are you happy with the stars? Okay, now you want your piece to look like it has dimension, right? So I'm going to do a partial star. Behind the hat. Now we can do this in one of two ways. The way I just did it now. Or this will probably be a little easier. Watch this, guys. Oh, Thomas, you're welcome. Now watch how I do this next star, guys. Now notice how I did it over the water bottle, but now I'm going to take my toothpick and I'm going to wipe away the part of the star that I'm not going to use. Do it whatever way is easier for you. And if you get a little bit of star where you don't want it, a little bit of white, just take your color and correct it. All right, let me pull out. The idea is that you want that star to be behind your object. That's what's going to make this whole thing look dimensional. Now, I actually have some pins that I've used. So I'm going to experiment with that because I think this will work beautifully. No, too skinny. Now, if you had some gold paints, that would work beautifully as well. All right, let me go to the area underneath the hat. And I want you to notice that I'm dotting this paint on. I'm going to do a partial star right here on the back. And a small star just underneath that teddy bear. Isn't this ridiculously cute? Little teeny tiny star by the pillows. Now, I'm going to show you another way to do these stars. I happen to have a set of charcoal pencils. And I have charcoal pencil in white. So, I'm going to go ahead and a sleeping dragon with all his stuffies. You better believe it. I'm going to do a couple or more of these stars, but I'm going to do them in my charcoal pencil. This is another way of doing your stars, guys. I'm going to use my Krylon. Now, I want you to be aware that these stars are a little bit duller. They're not quite as white as the paint. So be aware that you might run into that. All right, I'm just covering with a little bit of black here. And I'm going to show you another way to apply your paint. You can take a pencil. In this case, I'm taking a white pencil. And you can apply your paint with it. And then, of course, just wipe off the tip. Dana, I'll show you the fixed tip in a moment. Now, all I'm doing is I'm going back over my stars with my paint, only because I want them to be consistent. And I'm using my toothpick. Now, word of caution. Oh, Linda, good night. Your paint, when you put it in your paint dish, is going to be drying. So you want to be careful that it doesn't get too thick, or else you're going to have globby stars. So what you can do is you can add just a little bit of water. And if you add too much water, then just go back with a little more paint. How cute is that? Check it out. Okay guys, one more touch. And then I'm going to spray this puppy. And by the way, this paint dries really quick. I'm going to make a couple of these a shooting star. So I'm going to add a little bit of a tail. Isn't that cute? I'm just using my X-Acto knife to make that tail without any blobs on it. And I'm just scraping away a little bit of the paint to make an extra. And you don't even have to scrape it away. All you have to do is take your black marker, go back with your Sharpie, and color in between. All right, let's make a couple more shooting stars. I'm in the upper left-hand corner there. And when you make your shooting stars, be sure that you change direction of the tails on a couple of them. Now, we don't have to do very many shooting stars here. We just want to do, I don't know, 2 or 3. What do you think? So now we've got shooting stars. Wait until Thomas sees these. I think he'll like it. Questions, comments? Like, don't like. You can say, not my cup of tea. Okay, Dana, to answer your question. So this paint dries very quickly. I'm going to use my Krylon workable fixative. Protects pencil, pastel, and chalk, prevents smudging and wrinkling, allows easy rework, acid-free. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys something. Last night, after the broadcast, I went ahead and I sprayed down a layer of my Krylon fixative on my black marker. Why did I do that? Because it creates a protective layer so that when I go to put my paints on top of the black, it won't leak through and make my stars gray. Please keep that in mind. Do you guys remember when I was doing the Christmas trees? And I sprayed the Krylon on the green so that I could go ahead and put the white snow on there. Who remembers that? Vaguely. I'm just coloring in a little black here. Now, also, you can take your black marker. Do you remember that when I did that, Maggie? You can go ahead and go over the arms of your stars and make them a little bit more shaped. All you have to do while you do that is just wipe your marker on plain paper, get it going again, because the paint gets into the marker. Dana, yes, you should spray outdoors, but I don't. So don't do what I'm gonna do. I'm just shaking the can, that's why you're hearing the clacking. Okay, give me a second here while I spray. And just in case you're wondering, it's okay if you end up spraying multiple layers. All right. So I pre-sprayed the black area so that the paint wouldn't seep through. And I'm spraying again, including over the washi tape. And I'm going to call this one done. What do you think? And I actually didn't run overtime like I thought I would. So this will dry to a matte finish. Dana, the washi tape is on this blanket thingy here. That's all washi tape. So all of this here. Check it out. From here on over. Alright guys, I am calling it an evening. We're done. I'm calling this piece done. As soon as it dries, I'll go ahead and initial it up and post it. Well, if you feel artistic, you can go ahead and color in with colored pencils a pattern. Not hard to do. Okay guys, I hope you learned something off of this. So we've done our little dragon sleeping, and we're working on our little girl. I've got to do the blouse, the greenery, and I'm going to add some things on the top. I think you'll like it. And then of course we'll go ahead and we'll finish up the face because that looks so pale. This is why I always like to go back. Don't feel like you're doing something wrong if you go back to an area that you previously colored. I think it makes the pieces look a lot better when you go ahead and finesse the piece. And Dana, if I showed you anything that you are interested in getting, like the gummy eraser and stuff like that, like I said, just text me on Messenger. Okay guys, I'm calling it an evening. This is ILene Vick for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. Guys, joyous, joyous coloring. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something. Thank you so much for stopping by. I will see you tomorrow night, same time, same place. And we will go ahead and play with some more pieces. I didn't get to Disney tonight, but that's okay. I'll get to it tomorrow night. All right, guys. Love you. You know I mean that. Have a great rest of the evening. Bye.